Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It is me, your girl, Goddess of Love and Truth Reacts, coming to you with another video reaction upload. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber or viewer, welcome back. All of you guys' support is greatly and truly appreciated. If you have not subscribed to the channel as of yet, be sure to click that subscribe button. Click that bell notification for all so that you never miss an upload. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, and leave your comments down below. Thank you again so much for supporting the channel. Remember that by you supporting the channel, liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and hyping the video, it does help the channel grow by getting in and remaining in the YouTube algorithm. So all of you guys' support is greatly and truly appreciated. I cannot thank you guys enough. To show my appreciation, I am doing a series of subscriber givebacks where I give cash money to my subscribers to show that I am truly appreciated. We've already completed the first give back. I do the give backs each time we reach a new YouTube milestone. The first milestone was 1,000 subscribers. I gave away $100. If you would like to see that video, click on the live section of this channel as it was done live stream. The next give back is going to be $200 once we reach 5,000 subscribers. And there are several more subscriber give backs after that. There's a $500, there's a $700, there's even $1,000 and a $2,000 give back. So make sure you guys are supporting the channel. It is free. It costs you absolutely nothing. And then you also have a chance of possibly winning some money. So thank you guys again for your support. Check out this intro video for the intro to the channel and see the list of the remaining subscriber givebacks shown here. All right, you guys, thank you again for tuning in. Okay, so this one we're about to get into something different. It is a reaction, but it's not anything funny or anything like that. This is actually a sad reaction, and I was debating and going back and forth whether I was going to even do it or not, because it just like really broke my soul and broke my spirit. And it's just really sad. And any mothers out there, you know, I'm sure you guys will feel the same way, because it is deeply saddened. But I did want to just go ahead and react to it and bring it to my channel, because I feel like this is something that should be talked about. A lot of people don't discuss it. A lot of people brush it under the rug. And a lot of people try to say everything is a mental illness. Everything is not a mental illness. I know depression can be considered a mental illness, but it's not always. Sometimes you go through depression off of things that you've been through life. It doesn't mean that you have a mental illness. It just means that something has just really, really broken you. And sometimes you just haven't found the way. You know, sometimes you haven't found the way, and then you can have people in your life that are there and they're supporting you, but sometimes it just don't help. Sometimes you have to, you know, get through it yourself with God, and sometimes with, you know, family if that's possible, but sometimes it just don't work out. So I wish people would just stop saying anytime that you're depressed that it's mental illness, because it's not necessarily mental illness. So what we're about to get into here is the passing of our young brother, Marshawn Kneeland. He was. I'm going to try to get through this without crying, you guys, because I'm a mother. My son is 27, 28, almost 30 years old. And I couldn't imagine what I would go through if I lost my son, or, if something like this happened to him. And I'm sure that's with any parent, whether you're a mother or whether you're a father. Unfortunately, this young man had to deal with the loss of his mother. A lot of people are speaking on what he did that caused him to no longer be with us, to pass away, but they're not looking at what may have caused this. I'm not saying this what's caused this, but I'm saying that this could have possibly triggered it. Everybody deal with grief differently. No one person deals with grief the same. And I haven't lost any of my parents. I have both of my parents. So some people, when they lose their parents, I can't speak on losing a parent. I can only speak on what it may feel like. And it depends too, because some people have strained relationships with their parents and some people don't. Especially the people who do not have a strained relationship with their parents and have a loving environment and loving atmosphere with their parents. Sometimes it's hard. I've seen people struggle with that, where they lose their parents and they just can't get over it. They can live life day to day and they have their ups and their downs, but you never will get over the grief and the loss of a parent. And I'm sure it's the same as a child, because I haven't lost my child, but I've just even when I see someone lost their child, or a young man or young woman lose their life at a young age, it always just break my spirit and break my soul, because it's like they haven't even really had a chance to live life. And it always make me be grateful for having my son still to be here and present in my life. And I tell him all the time, I don't be trying to be in your business or whatever. I just be want to know where you are, what you're doing, because, if anything happened, I want to be able to know where you are or what's going on. I don't want to, be left in the dark or anything like that. So with this young man, a lot of people is speaking on what happened. Unfortunately, he decided to take his own life. This is the same young man that just played in the Dallas Cowboys game against the Cardinals on Monday night. And I watched that game. And when I tell you, I was hooting and hollering for him, because he's not on the offense. He's on the defense. And he scored the very first touchdown of the game, okay? Because with the defense together, they blocked the punt and he recovered the ball in the end zone. He jumped on top of the ball and he made the touchdown. He ran back there and they got the touchdown and they celebrated, even though we still lost. But this was his first touchdown. Now, this same young man, and let me show y'all the touchdown. Hold on. This is him right here, number 94. Y'all can see him. And the ball is already rolled down to the end zone. There's the ball. There's the ref running down there. And he's going down there to get it along with his other teammates. Look at all of them there. It's only one Cardinal there. And there he is, scooping up the ball in the end zone. Here it is again. Him in the end zone. I just wanted to get some better shots. There he is. You can see his name, Kneeland, number 4. He got the football there. There he is again, on it with the football. And there he is, scooping it down. So the reason I wanted to show all of this is because everybody's saying, oh, it was a proud moment. He should have been happy about that. And he was. He celebrated with his team. He was. But you know what? I'm sure this man felt some type of way because he didn't get to share it with his mom. He was only 24 years old and he lost his mom just last year. last year, 2024, in February of 2024. Let me show you guys. On his personal life, it says Kneeland's mother died unexpectedly of an undisclosed illness in February 2024, 2 months before he was drafted by the Cowboys. So 2 months before he even made it in the NFL, his mom just passed away. It says Kneeland carried his mother's ashes with him in a necklace at all times. So you know this man loved his mother. He loved his mother, loved his mother. And I'm sure he missed his mother. And that's a lot to deal with when you lose a parent. And it's just been a year ago that he lost his mother. And then he made the first touchdown of his career when he's not even on the offense. He made a touchdown from the defense. I'm sure he wanted to be able to celebrate that with his mother. And maybe he was having his ups and downs, because sometimes they'll be happy and sometimes you'll be sad. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. It doesn't mean that you have a mental illness. It just means that you have your ups and your downs. He was dealing with the grief of his mom. I wouldn't even necessarily just call it depression. It could be considered depression, but he was dealing with the loss of his mom. And to make that highlight touchdown of his life on Monday evening, just to turn around 2 days later and take his own life. Now, the reports were coming in at first saying that, oh, it was a high-speed police chase and this and this and that, there and the other. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like he was running from the cops because he committed a crime or anything like that. The reason that he was running from them is because he did not want them to stop him from doing what he decided that he was going to do. He sent messages to his family and to his girlfriend and telling them goodbye, telling them that he did not want to be here anymore and that he was going to take his life. They called the police to go and do a wellness check, and that's when he took off from there because he did not want them to stop. They ended up losing him. They couldn't find him. He went and hid in a porta potty, and he decided to take his life there. And this young baby, I mean, he's not a baby. He's a young man, but he's only 24. When you have kids, they're going to always be your baby. And even though I know his mother is no longer here, I feel like, that could be any of our kids. I hope that when I do, not if, because we all have to go. None of us gonna be here forever. We all have to go. We come into this world and we're all gonna leave this world. I just pray and hope that my son will be able to continue his life and go forward with his life. Once I pass away, I don't want him to stop living because I'm no longer here. And I'm sure his mother wanted the same for him, but he's young. He probably just didn't know how to deal with it. Even though he has loving friends and loving family, you never know how much it hurts someone, and you cannot tell someone how to grieve the loss of their parents, especially their mother. So I just wanted to speak on this and bring it out because you see it all over the media that he took his life, but no one is mentioning that his mom just passed last year. And so I just wanted to put that out there. My condolences to his girlfriend, to his family, and may he rest in peace. He went home with his mom. He sometimes they feel like that's what they got to do to be with their parents again. So my condolences to this young man. We was just celebrating him on Monday for his touchdown, and his mom wasn't there to see it, y'all. Somebody need to look at that and think about that as well, and not judge this young man and saying, oh, it's never that bad and it's never this and it's never that. You don't know what people are going through. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys like the video, share the video, leave y'all comments down below. No negative comments about the passing of him. It will be blocked and removed. positive comments only, light, love, and it's nothing to laugh about. So just light and love, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. May you guys have a wonderfully blessed Friday and a wonderfully weekend. Stay safe, stay blessed, and just pray, keep everyone in your prayers, you know. Thank y'all so much. Have a wonderfully blessed day. Bye.